What's good with y'all, man? OSD Live Reloaded back with another reaction. I appreciate everybody that's been supporting the channel. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate your subscription. Share the channel, share the live stream, share all the content. Thank you. We back with another reaction, this time involving the content creator, the Chain Snatcher, and Pusha T. Let's see how things unfold, and we're going to give a breakdown, and I'll share my thoughts and opinions about what's going on, and hopefully you can get some perspective from it as well. So let's get into it.
Oh, snap. Pusha T? How you gonna come to Miami, don't tap in with the Chain Snatcher?
What you mean?
Yeah, I'm the Chain Snatcher.
Okay.
Get to know me, brother.
Alright, how you doing?
Yo, right away, Pusha T giving that look like, all right, the Chain Snatcher, what you mean? Like, what you want? All right, okay. Because as you can see, the Chain Snatcher, he's like, oh, snap, Pusha T. And Pusha T, you know, hey, what's going on? You know, give him the fist pound. And then gonna follow up with, how you gonna come to Miami and not check in? Things you just don't say to somebody. You don't even know where a person's headspace is, but you can clearly see Pusha T on the move, and he already hit him with that, and he like, hey man, you know who I am? And Pusha like, okay, what's going on? So you can see right now by the look on Pusha T's face, he like, where is this conversation going? And the fact that Pusha T just, you know, cruising down the street, chilling, definitely on some kind of errands, it look like, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? Because he's a normal person like anybody else. This is what this is showing. Like, this is showing that he's a normal person like anybody else. Let's continue.
You're a good brother, man.
Alright.
You wanna like understand the way to tap in and check in properly? I'm just playing with you, brother. I'm a content creator, brother. Like, people know me for that. Now, can I get like a quick little picture with you, brother?
I can't even change that.
No, bro. Look at my shirt, bro. Look. Bro, I'm old.
So yeah, this guy goes through the whole spiel of saying he's a chain snatcher and people gotta check in. He gotta check in, seeing a Pusha know how the whole checking in process go, and then say, can I get a picture with you? Man, this stuff is, man. And again, I've seen some of the content that this content creator has put out, and he got millions, he got viral videos, but now it's to the point now, you know, this is where he at with it, you know, making it seem like he pressing people and then wanting to get content out of it after the fact, as if people gonna be like, oh yeah, that was cool, you did that. Some people respond to things differently, and this is one of those instances where content goes wrong. You know, it's about the actual approach. As you can see, Pusha was cool about everything until dudes start veering off and making it seem like he pressing them, and then wanting content, and I don't know. It was weird. The whole interaction is weird, and Pusha T, as you can see, he like, hey, he not here for it.
OD viral on this shit. Like, I've been doing it for.
Change that.
No,
This go against my thing.
No.
Keep money niggas going.
No, I get money for, like, I'm a Z. You know what a Zo is?
Yeah, I know all.
I know, but respect on some. Let me get a quick little picture.
Ask Zo about me. That's
No,
my guy.
I know, but I am an actual
Ali
Zo. Ali Zo, come on, you know Macazo?
Yeah.
So now he name dropping, you know, Zos and stuff, and shouts out to the Zos. You know, there's a few Zos that's in the entertainment business as well, and now he name dropping people and all trying to get a picture with Pusha T. You know, he's going through these lengths just to get a picture with him, a video, whatever the case is, some type of content. So, you know, now he's basing that around why Pusha should acknowledge him and give him the video and picture, when his whole approach was weird from the beginning. You know, he could have went about it a different way. You know, he probably could have got a picture, video, you know, a shout out, all that, but that whole image of, you know, like he pressing him and he the chain snatcher and the approach, it kind of changed the dynamics of it, you know. And this is something that, you know, I see content creators doing. You know, they go with an approach, but knowing they want a whole different outcome. And instead of trying to get the results that they actually want, they think that they're going to get the results they want going about it another way. And so now that resorts to them name dropping and saying all types of things just to kind of get the material they want, when they could have got the material they wanted with the right approach.
Yeah, that's my people.
You okay?
I'm on that. But let me just get a quick little thing with you, brother, please.
I'm just trying to get a picture with you, brother, please. Dang. Now it's resorting to him begging. This man went from saying, how you ain't check in, to, can I get a picture with you, please? And, you know, he posted this video. You know, of course, it's the interaction, because all this in itself is still content, but I don't know, man. I just think content creators don't have to resort to this. You know, they can go about things a different way. But I also keep in mind too that content creators go about their content a different way, and they don't care how it may translate on camera and, you know, what the audience might think, because it still invokes some kind of thought. Like, people watching this video still gonna have their thoughts and opinions about how he went about it. Other people gonna be like, yeah, he did press him. So I guess you could say objective completed, but from a content creator's perspective, yeah. And this is, you know, he could have went about it another way. You know, that's just my opinion.
Real quick, brother, I'm telling you, bro, you don't do me like a regular nigga, brother.
No, I'm not. But you said something to me that brought me kinda crazy.
I know, but it's respect, brother. I'm a content creator and I get money like that, so you can't disrespect me as if it don't count.
No.
And so now he's frustrated at the fact that Pusha T don't want to interact with him and kind of just want to carry on with the rest of his day, all because of how dude approached him at the beginning of the conversation. So now dude is like, hey, I'm a content creator, I get money, you ain't gotta treat me like no regular dude or XYZ. So now he's trying to pull a card and name drop all these people to still give reason as to why Pusha should still interact and get the content that he's trying to get. Well, Pusha like, hey man, it ain't about none of that. It's about what you was saying at first. You know, it was a weird interaction. And now here we are with Pusha like, nah man, I'm cool, I'm chilling, but you was on some other stuff.
I'm a content creator and I get money like that, so you can't disrespect me as if it don't count.
No.
You did what you had to do to get to wherever top.
Yeah, but you told me something that was threatening me.
No, but it's a joke, bro.
Okay, but I don't know
content.
That. I don't know you.
You're not.
So now he's saying, him saying that was just a joke. But Pusha like, all right, but I ain't know that. I don't know you. You coming up to me saying all these things, and I took them as threats because I don't know you. And dude was like, hey man. And here we are. So now you have the chain snatcher trying to tell Pusha that it's not that serious and he wanted just a pic in a video, whatever content he's trying to get, regardless of what he said.
Perfect, I'm not perfect. Everybody has to do something that has to do to get to the top, so you gonna respect me on.
I'm not perfect and you not perfect, but everybody gotta do something to get to the top. Wow, man. Even if it's just doing stuff like what he was doing, saying he got a check in and he a chain snatcher, and just saying anything just to get a reaction from someone to get some content. Because let's just say, like, that whole interaction And good thing it didn't, but let's just say that whole interaction could have went left, all because of what was said. You never know where a person's headspace is. So that's why I always go by the motto, you know, you give respect, you get respect. And all this wouldn't even have happened if dude approach was correct. And not just with Pusha T, that's just with anybody. You know, if you call yourself a content creator and you're trying to get the best content, there's ways you go about it. There's definitely ways that you go about it, especially if you're trying to get good results for the good content.
That's
fine. That's fine.
Hey, gangster do something that I had to do to get to the top, so you gonna respect me on some Z shit.
That's fine.
Hey, gangsters respect gangsters. Real recognize real. You feel me? Hey, God.
Like, Pusha rep the home team, VA. He like I don't know you, but you talking about gangsters respect gangsters. Like, what you talking about? Like, I'm chilling. I ain't even on that. I'm minding my business. What are you talking about? So now this content creator is trying to take it somewhere else, as far as like, you should relate to me and understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, because gangsters respect gangsters. Pusha like, man, I'm not on that. And shush, you shouldn't be saying things out loud. You're just trying to get content. Remember, you're a content creator. There's none of that. It shouldn't be any of that.
Oh, bless. No, I know, but respect gangsters. Real recognize real. You feel me? Hey, God bless. No, I know, but I push positivity, brother.
Me too.
I was an actual picture. Be a regular person. Be a humble person.
Yeah, but you didn't come at me humble.
I know, but it's content. I'm letting you know. I'm showing you the shirt. Come on, brother.
Listen, I ain't see the shirt.
All right, brother. Let me just take.
He said you should approach me by being humble. When we saw that, the first thing Pusha did was, you know, give him a fist bump, like, oh, what's going on, man? And then that's when he hit her with the, how you gonna come to Miami without checking in? Yeah, we saw the whole interaction. We saw the whole interaction. We saw it. We saw the whole interaction, and it's like, what? And then he's saying, if you saw my shirt, you don't know I'm a content creator, when, you know, he not paying attention to that. As we saw on the camera, we just going off the dialogue. And that's where we was at. And fast forward now, they having a exchange of words with Pusha kind of like, hey, I ain't know what you was on, whatever. I just heard what you was saying. And dude was like, nah, I won't own that, and you should be more humble, because I'm just a content creator, and you should understand, because we both had to do things to get to where we at. And Pusha like, whoa, like, what you talking about? I'm chilling. I ain't even, what are you saying? What are you talking about? This is crazy, man.
Actual picture. Be a regular person. Be a humble person.
Yeah, but you didn't come at me humble.
I know, but it's content. I'm letting you know. I'm showing you the shirt. Come on, brother.
Listen, I ain't see the shirt.
All right, brother. Let me just get my little thing with you, brother. It's over with. You feel me? I'm not trying to be on that with you, brother. You'll understand at the end. You already know. Peace, love, and positivity. With Pusha T, the chain snatcher, Stephen Joe, Mr. CASHAPP. We out here. We pushing peace. You hear me? We out here.
And that's all he wanted at first. It was a picture, video, an interaction with Pusha T. And Pusha T, as you can see at the beginning, he like, all right, look at Pusha T. He like, all right, come on, man. Let's go, man. Let's just get it over with, and so I can go about my business.
The chain snatcher, Stephen Joe, Mr. CASHAPP. We out here. We pushing peace. You hear me? We out here. Love, brother. Bless, man. I apologize.
Love, man. Bless. I apologize. When he didn't even have to approach like that in the first place. Yeah, these content creators, man, they do a lot. And this is somebody that actually has viral videos and been on YouTube for a while. you would think they wouldn't even have to go through those lengths to get content. They should already have a science to keep garnering those type of views. But desperate times calls for desperate measures. And Pusha T cool, man. You know, like I said, he rep VA. You know, he rep the hometown. So, you know, I've seen him a few times, and he just like how he is in this video. You know, cool, fist bump. You know, he'll have a conversation with you, very down to earth. So yeah, you know, bruh went about this whole situation wrong, but he still got his video and picture, and that shows just the humility that Pusha T has, even though dude was on some weird stuff. And this is just a prime example of how content creators don't have to go about getting content a certain way. It's about the approach, especially if you want the results you're really trying to get. And to get those results, you got to go about things a different way. Like I said, it's a good thing, like the interaction ain't go left or anything like that, and everybody had a cool head about the situation. But sometimes you just gotta go about things a different way and a better way to get better results. But you heard my thoughts and opinions about this situation. What's your thoughts about Pusha T and the Chain Snatcher and their interaction in this video? Let me know down in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate your subscription. This is OSD Live Reloaded with another reaction. Gone.